Okay. Okay. Hi guys. Here we are, trying a new venture. So here's the thing. I'm going to be. You see this picture here? I'm going to draw it right here, and I hope all the funny little lines go away. I'm just going to do it with a little bit of burnt umber, and I'm just going to. Okay, how far down is he? He's approximately. Uh, he's approximately right here. I think about right here is where. Okay, we come up here, we go over his little eye, we come here, and then I'm hoping not to make him too enormous. I think the last time I drew him on a small sheet of paper, he kind of looked like some kind of a crazy Doberman or something. So let's try to not do that this time. Okay, um, this is approximately right. Here's an ear. We'll just kind of stick it in. It doesn't have to be totally correct right off the bat. Okay, so here we are. Here's this. And is this about the right distance? Maybe, maybe not. I'm feeling like this goes down more like this. So I'm going to pull it down further and I'm going to kind of erase that. Now, when you do this, you can erase it just with turpentine. So you just kind of take a little turpentine and you just come in here and you just erase it. All right. Then we're just going to kind of go back in and restate his nose. I'm going to come down here and I should be further away from my brush like this. He's not too bad yet. His eyes are approximately there. Okay, now we're going to come down. You see I've got my finger on here? That steadies my hand. So, because if I was going just out here, I would have nothing to steady my hand on. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to come down here. He has a little bubble on his neck. Then here's his chest. And then here we come back.
I'm farting with the.
And then here, oh, that's good. Well, you need more of it though. They need to see the
I
whole.
know I'm farting with where the position
Okay.
of the lens is.
So this is like here. And then I believe that his leg, one leg is here. And then there's kind of close here. And then this comes down. And you barely see, look here. You barely see, well, you can't see that. You barely see where this knee comes out a little further than that other leg. We're practicing with the camera right now, so you may be zooming in and out and doing weird stuff. So don't be alarmed, too alarmed. This, and that's bigger, longer. Okay, comes up, comes down. Then here's the beginning of this. Now look here. Here you are. You're at the nose. So you're going to have to, then down here, let's just do a little bit of this. I ought to have some yellow ochre on my
Oh, I know what's wrong.
thing. Oh, you
I'm
do.
looking at the focus. It's picking up your head. I'm going to get away from you.
Oh, well,
No, that's all right. Just I got to move this there.
okay. What's happening? It keeps focusing on my head,
And
which
you're,
is
you're
not
closer to the camera than.
I've been before. Okay,
I
so now I'm coming out from this.
keep your head out of it. I'm all right. So you can see what they see right over there.
Okay. All right, so right here, I'm going to say this is where this little eye is, and you can't see the eye on here because it's here, let's do it this way. While we're working on the front of this guy, let's do this so you can see it better. All right, so right here is where his eye is, and we're going to come down like this, and that's all the further that I think it comes down. This is like where his nostril is. And I'm going to come down. Here's a mouth. This comes across here. And he's even got his lower lip kind of sticks out here. We just I'm not going to worry too much about it yet. And then we're going to come up higher. Okay, so we're up here. There's this eye. We're going to come here. Here's some dark. Actually, there's an ear right there. That little tip of that ear. So it's something like this. Maybe a little further back, I'm not sure. And actually, that eye isn't quite right either. So I'm going to knock it back a little bit. And I'm not going to worry too terribly about what's happening on that mouth quite yet. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to find the nostril. See that nostril right there? Okay, and then this is supposed to be coming back and down, over, up, back. Look at this shape here. Okay, so we need that shape. So we're going to go right here and we're going to make that shape. So that's straight. And then this is the neck coming down like this. Then we're going to pull this part up. And when you've got a paint horse, it's really easier to do because there's all these little places where he's got all of his markings. And that really helps us. I think his jaw is bigger. In fact, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to pull it like this. And then this is going to be this part. That won't be there. Let's see if we can get into this white on his forehead. Okay, this comes out actually further than I've got it. It's more like that. Okay, coming down here. This nostril's maybe over a little further. There's some dark here. Let's come along here and try to find the white face on him. Then we'll have a better idea. This is about where this eye is. It's awfully high, isn't it? I don't know that I would have thought that it was that high. Okay, then we're going like this, and then we're coming over, which means all of this up here is the dark part with the hair, and then here's this other ear. And look, the other ear comes almost right off of that. So here's this ear right here. These are kind of important, guys, to keep these in mind and not get all weird about it and put them all in the wrong spot. Okay, now we're right here. Okay, we're coming down here, and look, there's a spot right there. And then over here, there's this white, and there's a dark there, and then there's another kind of squirrely looking white there. Okay, here's the bottom of his jaw. He's not terrible. He's okay. I'm not too worried yet. I always say that, and then I actually do get worried. Okay, so now, look at here. Here's his, here's the white on his back. Here's this. So his neck is way up here. I hope I've got enough room to get his rear end in here. Look at there. I'm kind of getting way out there, aren't I? I'm making him kind of big. Oh, I think I'll get it in. Okay, now I may have made this to, this may come over here. I'll just say a little prayer. Okay, I'm going to come down here. We're going to try to get into the other part of his chest. And how far does this go down? Let's get this leg in here. Here's that guy's back leg. Kind of comes down like this. Now here's the deal. This comes down. This is this leg. And it's coming down behind this leg. And then this leg is kind of bent back like this or something. I'm not sure what's happening here. But we're going to just leave it like this. He gets to looking a little tutti frutti when I do this. So we have to be careful that he doesn't look like he's just about to fly off the page. So here we go. All right, now this cannot be right because unless I haven't come back far enough. Okay, wait. Okay, maybe I've got to come back further. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking this out. Because, here's the deal. He's got to be in the right spot over here for this guy. So maybe what we should do, see that maybe that's closer. Okay, let's come over here just a little bit closer like this. So that front line will be going away eventually. Okay, so that's supposed to look like it's erased. Okay, we're coming back here, we're coming here, and then I'm going to come down here. I can tell you already it's better. Okay, this comes like this. Well, for hell's sakes, look here. His leg is way back here. And that knee is no longer out there. All right? I'm hoping that this is going to work. Okay, now let's just get this in here. Okay, here's this leg. Here's this knee. How far does this come down? This knee comes like right here, 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 here. Now we're going to put this in here. Oh, I think we're a little bit better. I was really worried there for a second. The whole idea of this, I've got this painting started really big. This is a small canvas. This is 11 by 14. I'm showing you how to draw this on here. And then we're going to go, okay, where's the back of that leg? All right, there it is. Now, look here. I come here, and then here is this leg. So this has to come down. This has to be out here. This leg, well, he's got to be fatter. This guy's got to be fatter. He's got to be that fat. Okay, so this is here. And then we're going to try to get into this guy's leg, chest and legs and things. Okay, this is here. This leg is approximately, and I'm looking at this hole here too. I'm looking at that space. So we're coming down, and there's the spot on his leg. Okay, now here this goes like this, like this. So this leg should be approximately here. It goes like this and off. Okay, I'm not too off the wall here. Okay, what we need to do here, okay, right here on his neck is a dark spot. Dark spot? Okay, then there's this, these are his withers, I believe. That's what they call them. And here is this. Now, here's the deal here. This comes out like this. And then here's this spot that goes out on his back. I have to do this to be able to get his rear end in the painting. Okay, so, here's this, here's this, here's this, and here's his rear end. Ooh, I hope I'm gonna get him in. Well, he's pretty long. I don't know if I've got him that, he may be shorter than that. But before we do, the way we find out that is we come over here and we go into all of these spots. Okay, so this comes down here like this. It's about this close to here. You're kind of looking at two, and I still have my finger, guys. I still have my finger right here. And right now I can do that because nothing's too wet. I'm still in the drawing period. Okay, this kind of curves like this. This comes down like this. I don't know that I've got his chest deep enough here. I'm not sure. I think this leg is too far out. So I'm going to take that out. So do you see that I'm not afraid to take this stuff out and move it around? Don't love what you draw so much that you're afraid to change it, because you'll be doomed if that happens to you. Okay, I'm going to move this leg over here. And I'm going to come down and go like this. This feels better to me, although it is a little bit, this is a smaller area. I'll just kind of do this. Let's get this side of his leg. Now, I've loved horses all of my life. And I've ridden them, and I've drawn them. I've drawn them since I was in the 1st and 2nd grade, if you can imagine that, which is frightening, because I didn't know how to draw them then. But I did. I wish I could show you on something how I used to draw them. I'll show you later. But they were always kind of funny looking. Okay, now this is really pretty far out because he's squared off. So I'm glad that I drew this lightly because it's easier to get off, okay? So his chest is really big. And, okay, here we are. So, ooh, I don't have enough room here. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And then this part, this is down, that goes right between his legs. Coming over here. This is the other leg right here. Now, you see I had the other one here. So I was in the wrong spot. Okay, we come down here and we go into his knee. And it's right here. And then it kind of comes over here and goes down. All right, now, where are we? Okay, let's do this. We're going to come down here. This comes down approximately to here. This is part of his leg. And then this, I'm dipping into my turpentine between shots so I can, what do we see up here? Are we seeing anything at all? Do I want to push this any other way, Mike?
I'm not seeing this. I mean, you're seeing your palette, but
Well, so here's this. We're going to have to put this leg in here. It's going to have to come down here like this, down and down. That's the black's leg. Now we're going to have to come in here and go down like this, clear up to that knee, and then down. Okay? So that's pretty close. And until we start putting color in here, it'll be a little harder to see what we're doing. His knee is a light color, so we want to keep it light. And we don't want this leg to be too small. Okay, now let's get back into his body and find where this goes, where this bit goes. So we're coming up here, we're coming up here, coming. We're about right here. And then there's this little thing that goes down. And then here's this. And in a minute we'll know if we've made his butt too small or too big. We're still okay. And this will come down here. I think we're all right. I think this leg may be straighter here. Woo! Okay, let's just get the rest of this in here. Now we're going to put this here. Well, guess whose leg? This is this guy's leg. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to come. He's pretty fat. We're going to come here, and we're going to go up, and we're going to come into this right here. So, oh no, we're not going into that right there. We're coming into this. This part is right here. This is that fold, the deep fold of his belly. Clear up here. Okay, let's come down and get into here. All right. How's this looking? It's still a little scary to me, but... And I don't scare easily. But here we go. I'm going to just kind of try to get that line a little further away. It may never go away until I do the background. But I'm all right with that. Okay, so now let's come in here and guess what? There's another leg. This comes like this and then goes down like this and goes out of our view and into grass. So we don't see that part, but we know it's there. Okay, now now look here. Here is this guy's, here is this guy's tail. That guy's tail. It's down here. And I will venture to say this is that guy's leg, which is frightening. Look at here. I don't know where it goes. Okay, we're going to do that, and that's his tail. Now we're coming here, and this is this guy's leg. And it really goes at an angle, and it starts about right here. And it goes down and like that. And then there's this, comes up here. Try to draw what you see. And when you see these little sky holes or background, put them in. Because if you don't, you won't be drawing right. All right, so now this leg has to come in here. So this leg's coming in. Now we'll find out if our rear end is even remotely where it's supposed to be. it actually is pretty damn close. So I think we're happy. This comes out here, this is right here, and then his little bottom is clear up here. That's very round, and then his tail, I'm afraid, is going out. I didn't want to do that, but hey, he's not looking too bad. Okay, and this is just a little thing before his knee. Okay, now we're going to come here. We're almost done with this drawing, guys, with the first part of what we're doing. And this is coming down here, and there's that little thing on his knee, little bump. And then I can see that his rear end may be in a little bit more than I've got it, because I think I've got too much space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little piece of turpentine here, and I'm going to do this. And I'm going to kind of do that. I just want this to be sort of in the right place. Okay? So now we're going to take this over here further, more like this, here, and this is here. So that makes this last part leaning in here, and then that would be his rear end on the other side of this. And this comes down sort of like this, and then his bottom rear end is going to be more like that. Okay, I think that's better, because here's the deal. This leg here goes almost straight down. So I've got to do some adjusting. This is longer, so let's get rid of that too. This is how you have to do it, guys, unless you're a perfect at rendering a drawing. And I am relatively okay, but I'm not perfect. So, and I imagine you probably aren't perfect either, or you wouldn't be watching me. You wouldn't need to. You'd go, ah, I've got that. I know how to do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, this may want to come up a little bit up here. Okay, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take this leg down like it is right now, and then we're going to come over and find it. All right, so this is here. This kind of goes like this and like this. Now, here's the dark here. You're coming like this. Now here is where that hole is. I don't know where I had it the last time, but this is where it's supposed to be. So we're putting it in. Maybe it's bigger. Then here's this leg. I sometimes wonder, because horses' legs aren't huge, how on earth they ever run like they do, and it's kind of really amazing to me. Okay, this is that top of that leg, and then this comes down like this to here, and it's going to come, oh, how wide is it? It's pretty wide. Okay, it's going to come like this, and then it's going to go like this. And actually that leg comes over here just a tiny bit, and then you can't see it anymore. It goes down dark on this side of his leg. So that's, his leg is coming down like this. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay, here's the tail. Tails start up higher. They don't come right out here. But his is going to be like this. So we're going to darken this. Okay, we'll do this. I'm so sorry. He had a nice tail. I wish that we would have gotten the whole thing in, but it just didn't happen. Yeah, see what a nice tail that is? Oh, well. Okay, we'll come down here like this, and he'll have a few little things down, but that's it. Okay, that's what we're going to do to start. So you may have to switch this back a few times to be able to watch this. So we're stopping right here, and then we'll come back in and we'll start putting color in the horse.